there, it is Rachel, and I will tell you that as I'm supporting parents who are raising children with big emotions, I do talk a lot about setting limits and boundaries for kids with big emotions. So I want to give you a couple of tips in this video and things to think about to help you feel more successful in doing this. And the first tip is probably one you already know, and that is that when you do set a limit or boundary, it's important to follow through. So if you tell your child that it's time to take a shower, you want to stop doing what you're doing to make sure they take that shower. When they know that you mean what you say and that you place importance on this limit or boundary, they are more likely to place importance on this limit or boundary. When you follow through, you're also showing them that you are predictable, which actually makes them feel safer about you and about the world. So in being consistent and following through with your limits and boundaries is really important. It's actually better to have a few limits or boundaries and follow through than to have so many that you can't follow through. But in addition to being consistent and being firm with our limits and boundaries, we also have to care about how those limits and boundaries make our children feel. And this is true of all children, but it's especially true when you are raising a child with big emotions. Because let's say you did say to your child, it's time to take a shower, and they say, oh, but I don't want to take a shower. Often what happens when they have a feeling is we get annoyed with them for having that feeling. We get annoyed that they're complaining. We'll say something like, well, you knew it was time to take a shower. Or we'll say, do you know how many things I do that I don't feel like doing? We get annoyed and have an annoyed reaction at their feelings. But this does a couple of things that probably we aren't intending, we don't want to happen. The first thing it does is it teaches them to stop trusting themselves and their feelings because they don't want to take a shower. They are disappointed or annoyed that they have to take a shower. And when they get that negative reaction from us, what they start to think is, why do I keep having these feelings that my parents are getting upset with? Maybe my feelings are wrong or bad. It makes them stop trusting themselves, which can impact their self-esteem and their resilience. So we want to care about the fact that they have a feeling about the limit or boundary that we set. When we care about this, not only are we improving their self-esteem and their resilience, but we're also making them trust us more. Because if we're having a negative reaction to their feelings, what it teaches them is they don't want to come to us with their feelings. But if we can support them in their feelings, they're more likely to come to us and to trust us with the things that they are feeling, both the good and the bad. So we want to care about their feelings. And I want to give you a quick tip to be able to do this. And that is when your child is having a feeling, create what I call an of course because statement. An of course because statement is where you explain why that feeling makes sense. Of course my child doesn't want to take a shower because they'd rather keep playing. When you're really thinking about it from your child's perspective, it will help you get less frustrated with the way they are feeling. Now, you don't even have to say that out loud, but if you're thinking it in your own mind, it reminds you that their feelings matter. And again, teaching them that their feelings matter increases their self-esteem, it increases their resilience, and it increases their ability to come to us when they have a feeling. If you want to hear a little bit more about fostering resilience and better behavior and how that relates to self-esteem, I encourage you to listen to my latest podcast episode. You can find that on my website at rachel-bailey.com/249. Thanks, take care, and I'll see you soon.